Hello everyone.
Welcome to Law Minds.
In this video, we are going to discuss about offences relating to documents and property marks under Indian Penal Code. Chapter 18 of the Indian Penal Code is titled as of offences relating to documents and property marks. This chapter primarily deals with offences related to forgery, counterfeiting and fraudulent activities involving documents and property marks. Firstly, let's delve into the definitions and implications of forgery under sections 463 to 467 of the Indian Penal Code. Forgery. Section 463 of the IPC defines forgery as making a false document or part of a document with the intent to cause damage or injury to the public or any person or to support any claim or title or to commit any fraud. Various forms of forgery include creating false documents. This involves fabricating entirely false documents, altering genuine documents, modifying or changing an existing document to convey false information, and using false signatures, signing a document with a forged signature, counterfeiting seals or trademarks, creating fake seals, emblems, or trademarks to deceive. Making a false document. Section 464 states that a person commits the offense of making a false document if they dishonestly or fraudulently make, sign, seal, or execute a document with the intent that it may be used for the purpose of cheating or harming any person. Intent behind making a false document. Cheating. Creating a document with the intention of deceiving someone for financial gain or causing them harm. Causing harm. Intent to cause harm to a person or the public by means of a false document. Possession of false documents. Section 474 deals with the possession of a document, knowing it to be forged and with the intent to use it as genuine. It says that whoever has in his possession any document, knowing it to be forged and intending to use it as genuine, shall be punished in the same manner as if he had forged a document. To explain this further, if an individual knowingly possesses a forged document and has the intention to use it as if it were genuine, they can be held criminally liable under section 474. The emphasis is on the awareness of the person regarding the forged nature of the document and their intent to use it deceptively. Section 474 acts as a deterrent by imposing legal consequences on individuals who knowingly possess forged documents with the intent to use them deceptively. The provision contributes to the overall goal of maintaining the integrity of documents and preventing subsequent fraudulent activities. Using as genuine a forged document. The offense of using a forged document as if it was genuine is addressed under section 471 of the Indian Penal Code. This section specifically deals with the act of knowingly using a document that has been forged with the intent to deceive. Let's explore this offense, the potential harm caused by such actions, and the associated punishments. Section 471 of the IPC states that whoever uses as genuine any document which he knows or has reason to believe to be forged document shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 2 years or with fine or with both. Elements of the offense. Knowledge or reason to believe. The key element is that the person using the document must either know or have reason to believe that the document is forged. Intent to deceive. The act of using the forged document must be with the intention to deceive.
Next, we will move on to counterfeiting property marks. Offences related to counterfeiting property marks were dealt under section 482 to 487 of the Indian Penal Code. Section 482 of Indian Penal Code deals with using a false property mark, and section 483 of Indian Penal Code deals with counterfeiting a property mark. Section 482 and 483 penalize the act of using or counterfeiting property marks, protecting the rights of individuals or businesses associated with those marks the severity of punishment increases for counterfeiting compared to merely using a false property mark. Section 484 deals with counterfeiting a mark used by public servant. Counterfeiting a mark used by a public servant is considered a more serious offense and carries a higher maximum term of imprisonment. Section 485 deals with marking with a counterfeit property mark. This section addresses the act of marking goods with a counterfeit property mark with the intent to deceive. It aims to prevent the misrepresentation of products in the market. Possession of instruments or materials for counterfeiting. This was dealt under Section 486 of Indian Penal Code. This section deals with the possession of goods for sale with a counterfeit property mark or possession of instruments used for counterfeiting. The burden of proof is on the accused to show that they took reasonable precautions and had no reason to suspect the genuineness of the mark. These provisions are essential for protecting the intellectual property rights of businesses and individuals. They deter the counterfeiting of property marks, which can lead to unfair competition, economic losses, and potential harm to consumers. Now, let's discuss about some of the landmark cases under Chapter 18 of Indian Penal Code. First, case of Abdul Karim Telgi, which is famously known as stamp paper case. Abdul Karim Telgi was involved in a massive counterfeit stamp paper scam in India during the late 1990s and early 2000s. Telgi, along with his associates, forged stamp papers and sold them to banks and individuals, causing significant financial losses to the government. Telgi was arrested in 2001 and legal proceedings were initiated under various sections of IPC, including forgery, counterfeiting, and criminal conspiracy. He was convicted in multiple cases and the court sentenced him to imprisonment. The case highlighted the vulnerabilities in the stamp paper issuance system and led to reforms in the security features of stamp papers to prevent future fraud. Another important case is the Satyam scandal. The Satyam scandal, which unfolded in 2009, involved the founder and chairman of Satyam Computer Services, Ramalinga Raju. Raju confessed to committing financial fraud by inflating the company's profits and fabricating bank statements. Legal proceedings were initiated against Raju under various sections of IPC, including forgery, cheating, and criminal conspiracy. He was convicted and in 2015, a court sentenced him to 7 years in prison. The scandal had severe repercussions for the corporate sector, leading to increased scrutiny of corporate governance practices and accounting standards. Next, we can discuss about Rolex versus Ramniklal Javeri. In the case of Rolex versus Ramniklal Javeri, the defendant was accused of selling watches with counterfeit Rolex trademarks. Rolex filed a case under sections 482 to 487 of the IPC alleging the counterfeiting of property marks. The court ruled in favor of Rolex and the defendant faced penalties for trademark violations. The case set a precedent for the protection of intellectual property rights, emphasizing the importance of preventing the sale of counterfeit goods. Now, let's discuss about Pune land scam. In a land document forgery case in Pune, individuals were found involved in forging property documents to claim ownership of valuable land. Legal proceedings were initiated under forgery-related sections of the IPC. Accused faced charges related to document falsification, and the court took action to rectify the fraudulent property claims. The case highlighted the importance of stringent measures to prevent land document fraud and emphasized the legal consequences for those engaged in such activities. These cases demonstrate the diverse nature of offences related to documents and property marks under the IPC and the legal actions taken to address them. It's essential to note that legal outcomes may vary, and the impact of these cases extends beyond legal consequences to societal, economic, and regulatory dimensions. The law pertaining to offences related to documents and property marks, as outlined in Chapter 18 of the Indian Penal Code, play a pivotal role in upholding trust, integrity, and fairness in transactions and legal processes. Here are key aspects emphasizing their significance. The first aspect is protection of credibility. Laws against forgery, making false documents, and using forged documents help safeguard the credibility of legal and official records. Ensuring the authenticity of documents is fundamental for maintaining trust in various transactions, contracts, and legal proceedings. Preventing deception and fraud. Provisions related to forgery and the use of forged documents address instances where individuals may attempt to deceive others for personal gain or fraudulent purposes. This helps in preventing fraud and ensuring that transactions are conducted fairly. Safeguarding property rights. Laws against counterfeiting property marks protect the rights of businesses and individuals by preventing unauthorized use and imitation of trademarks and property marks. This is crucial for maintaining the distinct identity of products and services. Next, ensuring fair trade practices. Prohibitions against selling goods with counterfeit property marks contribute to fair trade practices. Consumers can make informed choices and businesses can compete based on the authenticity and quality of their products rather than deceptive practices. Consumer confidence. Laws related to property marks and documents deter businesses from engaging in fraudulent practices that could harm consumers. When consumers trust that the marks on products are genuine, they are more likely to have confidence in the marketplace. The next aspect is maintaining legal integrity. Strict penalties for offenses related to documents and property marks contribute to the integrity of legal processes. It ensures that legal documents and records can be relied upon and that the legal system is not compromised by fraudulent activities. Deterrence and legal consequences. The laws establish clear and significant punishments for those found guilty of offenses. This acts as a deterrent, dissuading individuals from engaging in fraudulent activities, thereby promoting fair and lawful conduct. Also, it encourages due diligence. Laws related to possession of instruments for counterfeiting and selling goods with counterfeit marks encourage individuals and businesses to exercise due diligence. This is essential in verifying the authenticity of documents and property marks before engaging in transactions. In conclusion, the laws on offenses related to documents and property marks are instrumental in creating a legal framework that fosters trust, integrity, and fairness in transactions and legal processes. They deter fraudulent activities, protect the rights of individuals and businesses, and contribute to the overall reliability of the legal and commercial systems. That's all for the video. If you like the video, please like, share, and comment on the video. To know more about various laws, subscribe to our channel Law Minds.